The reason they shot all these people is because they want to scare Kenyans. Fear is that is their merchandise. If we buy fear and we start now looking like we want to be apologetic, we want to do IPPG, we want to do small things, as Miguna says, the black law, letter of the law, we are going to begin to lose that momentum. What is important, no dialogue, no talks, and no retreat means, are we ready to march and to march even up to Statehouse? The Maandamano is being done not for anyone to gain, but for the emancipation of the Kenyan people. But for Baba, all it took for him, he betrayed all the people of Kenya because he never believed anybody else could feel the streets. But what has now happened is an awakening across regions, tribe, across all gender, and people of Kenya have said no and have come out. And they are forcing certain things to happen.
Tony, take a go, and then Mkenya, your question.
Thank you. I just want to address the issue of fear and the issue you raised about marching to Statehouse. Because, look, these issues that we are taking are not easy. It was Winston Churchill who said that of all the virtues of a man, there is nothing more important than courage. We would not have got the finance bill retracted had people not risked their lives and marched. We would not have the IBC panel now appointed had there been no these protests and this sacrifice of so many Kenyans, because even the NADCO report was not able to give birth to that. And I want to remind Kenyans what happened in 2002 when Mwai Kibaki won the presidency. President Moi came to Uhuru Park and the public went crazy. Moi must go, Moi must go. And he had all the security and everything there, but nobody was holding back Uhuru Park. I think this country has not reached the point of critical mass. When we reach a point of critical mass, we are so many of us that they will be all scared of us. I want to be, because these people listen to this space, and I know many from State House and intelligence are listening. The reason they bring out the army is to scare you. The reason they shot all these people is because they want to scare Kenyans. Fear is that is their merchandise. If we buy fear and we start now looking like we want to be apologetic, we want to do IPPG, we want to do small things, as Miguna says, the black law, letter of the law, we are going to begin to lose that momentum. What is important, no dialogue, no talks, and no retreat means, are we ready to march and to march even up to Statehouse? Who would have believed would have got it into parliament? Who would have believed that Ruto can refuse to sign the finance bill 2024? Who can believe even now the military is hiding? Although they are deployed, they don't want to be seen in the public. We are winning this war because we are courageous and we have no fear. Let them not even think we have any fear at all. I did not participate in the last general election by choice because other than the BBI marriage that was crafted by Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, there was nothing that was being offered in that election that could be able to liberate the people of Kenya. And yet I could not support William Ruto, so I decided to stay quiet. This man bulldozed his way unconstitutionally, bought parliament, and forced a majority government. That is when Ruto became a thug. The moment he took over the National Assembly by force, and then I decided at that point, we are dealing here with a monster. And since that time, he has taken the opposition for a ride, and a ride, and a ride again. But thank God for these children of this nation of Jay-Z, because of their struggle, because of the deaths of the people we have today honored by remembering their names, this dictator has begun to implement just one part of the IBC reform. The reason I'm speaking out, and I will continue to do so from this day forward, is because you are completely right. We are at war for our nation. There is nobody that can tell me that Kenyatta and Odinga were not part of the problem. And I say that because I was present when we were doing an audit of the election laws. And it was agreed that Maandamano is being done not for anyone to gain, but for the emancipation of the Kenyan people. But for Baba, all it took for him, he betrayed all the people of Kenya, because he never believed anybody else could feel the streets. In fact, I remember when people used to fight Dr. Miguna from Nyanza, they used to say Miguna cannot feel the stadium. Miguna has no army, he has no military. They never said anything about his ideas or what he was saying was true or untrue. But what has now happened is an awakening across regions, tribe, across all gender, and people of Kenya have said no and have come out. And they are forcing certain things to happen. The second thing I want to raise is the issue of the military. You know, the law that directs Parliament to consider the deployment of military is contained in Section 241. Now, 241 has two sections. Section 3B allows the Minister for Defense, without a motion of Parliament, just notifying to bring out the military in cases of disaster and emergencies. But Section 3C allows Parliament to have a motion to bring the deployment of the military and then specify what they're supposed to do. Now, what happened with the military being brought down on the streets of Nairobi was illegal because they never had a motion tabled in Parliament. Nothing was declared what the military presence and deployment meant. And without going too long into the legalese, the two elements that are necessary for a legal deployment were not done because no motion was tabled in Parliament that was passed, even as the High Court had described. So today, as we speak, in technical legal terms, Kenya is a military state. The military state because the KDF are deployed, whether they are hidden in the barracks or not. What is this that Ruto is anticipating? That they want to leave the military deployed? Is this because that this is a student of Yoweri Museveni who governs through the military? So I cannot put anything past this president because a man who can see 12-year-old children being shot, why do you think this man, if things go south, they cannot bring in the military? So my question is, and to the people that are doing the demonstrations, including all of us, we have to keep asking the question, why is there a legal military deployment in Kenya? And in fact, who has to benefit from it? And what chaos is there in Kenya that requires that? Or is somebody going to manufacture a problem like they did when they went to Githurai the other day? And they created a problem. Are they going to sponsor some kind of terrible issue and call it a problem?
Peace! Tumekuja kwa amani! Tumekuja kwa amani! Mapolisi wanataka kututupia tear gas. Wanatuambia twende nyumbani. Na hii maandamano iko Kenya nzima. Kwani sisi tuko wapi? Tuko Kenya gani ukweli? Tuko Kenya gani? Tumekuja kwa amani na tumekuja kuomboleza. Tunaomboleza Wakenya wenzetu. Hapo mnafikiria tunasikia vizuri? Kwani kama ingekuwa ni watoto wenyu, ungefila aje?
Ujaribu kitu.
Amani na Kenya ni yetu. Kenya ni yetu. Kenya ni yetu. Kenya ni yetu. Hatuko na haki ya kuandamana. Mapolisi wanataka twende wapi? Twende wapi? Wanaweza kutuambia tena sisi tunakuja kwa amani. Hakuna mpaka wenye wanatupia mawe.
Kama wamesema ni mbaya, waeke bunduki, wakuje na marungu. Tumechagua rungu, wakuje na rungu, twendeni na rungu. Rungu ndo tunataka.
Wanatuliza nini?
Risasi achana naye na tiaga. Eka rungu.
Wamerusha tia gas kwa mkono. Utafanya nini?
Afande atunde asipige mama yake risasi.
Jaribu kitu ya mtu.
Nimeona mama ya usiku.
Hatujapiga duka. Hatujaiba duka ya mtu.
Hatujaiba.
Wanatupiga na marungu. Hatujaiba. Hatujapiga mawe. Mbona mnatupiga na tia gas? Marungu ni kanini?